Hello, 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 my friends. Pretty sure I am by myself, but thought I would do it anyway. Welcome to my first live. Very unplanned, but decided to try it and do it. Why not? It's Friday night, October the 16th. It's a little after 10, and I am sitting in my craft room, and I thought I would just harvest this magazine. It's called For the Love of Paper. This one has a floral theme. It's 160 tear-off pages. I think I got this through Amazon. And what I'm going to do is just pull out all of the pages and put some things together. And the reason I chose this one, I have several different themes of this For the Love of Paper. The reason I chose the florals is because I want to prepare ephemera and paper and a bunch of other fun stuff in anticipation of my next journal project. Or at least I think it's my next journal project. I don't know. It's going to be a floral themed one. Lord knows I have been accumulating quite the collection of everything flowers in anticipation of making that journal. So I don't know why, but today I just felt the need to harvest this particular magazine. So let me show you what I've done so far. I pulled out the pages and I'm trying to group them, make little piles that I can work with. This little pile is envelopes. So this particular paper you can cut, you can see the pattern of the envelope. You can cut into envelopes and it has the matching writing paper. So I have that one pile there. This middle pile is more of the heavier weight card stock that's in the book. Has beautiful floral images on both sides. So I have a pile of that, and I'm also including stickers on that pile. And then I have this pile here, which is just blank, or I should say papers with a lot of blank canvas that you can write or journal on. And then I have this pile, which is double-sided paper. And what I love about this book is that you get a nice eclectic collection of papers. All very pretty, as you can see. So that's what I'm doing. Here's the other side. And it appears I am doing this by myself. It's okay. I usually craft by myself anyway. But I thought I would go live in the event anyone was out there looking for something to do. Then you can join me as I harvest this book. So this is pretty cool. These pages are solid on one side, and on the opposite side you have these squares. And I'm thinking these might be good for making, this bigger square would probably be good for making a small journal to put within the journal. And then these two smaller squares might be good for creating either embellishments or tuck spots. Don't know which, but I'm harvesting them. Then I pulled out these bookmarks, were also in the magazine. So if you're not familiar with this magazine, basically all it is a magazine or book full of all kinds of amazing stationery and papers, usually with a running theme. The pages are perforated so that you can just pull them out like this. So the challenge And I like to challenge myself sometimes. The challenge, I think, is going to be to use all of these papers in a floral themed project. These are just double-sided solid color papers. Very pretty. This is why it's great that it's perforated. So I have my solids. Maybe we'll put that in that pile. So 160 pages is a lot. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Let me see if I turn this off. Does that help? Let me turn that off and turn that on. I think that improves the lighting. Isn't this beautiful? This is beautiful paper. This is great, but I wish... So I was thinking any journal I make with these, I would fold it along the landscape side. If I fold this on the landscape side, kind of lose this a little bit. Something I'll have to sort out. This is beautiful. So, unless someone joins me and engages in conversation, I'm going to be pretty quiet throughout this video because that's typically how I craft. Pretty quiet. Pretty quiet. There was a booklet here. Question is, what did I do with that booklet? So that, oh, here it is. So I can show it to you. This is the booklet. My herbarium. Herbarium? I'm not sure how to pronounce that word. But this is a pretty cool little booklet. Basically, I would imagine allows you to record information on any flowers that you might come across. Kind of like a diary. You can put pictures here. I don't know that I'm going to keep this together like this. It has beautiful illustrations in it. Oh, I see. So reading this, you have instructions for pressing flowers. And then, okay, I get it now. You would press your flowers and you would put them in the book on this side and record information about it on this side. Now I get it. That's pretty cool. Winter flowers, spring, summer, fall. I'll leave this together for now, but I can't imagine that it's going to remain that way. So what do we have next in the book? Paper flowers. So these are punch outs of flowers that, can you see? See that? These are punch outs that you can stack to build flowers, and you would use a paper fastener in the center to bind them together. So that's pretty cute. Get 2 sheets of that. I will pin the instructions with it so that when I get around to actually doing it, I'll be reminded of what it actually is. Okay, let's see. We have some alphas. That's cute. What you can do with these, you can use a circle punch or any other kind of punch that would fit the shape of the letter to punch it out, or you can fussy cut them out. So that's cool. You have 1, 2, 3. These are really pretty. Aren't those pretty? 4 different font styles. You don't even have to use the alphas if you don't want. The back of the paper is pretty. What would it look like when you flip? It's pretty. I would do it. Okay, so you have 3 different styles of alphas. We'll keep that pinned together. Let's pin these pockets together. I can't seem to find, I must have missed it. I can't seem to find the coordinating lined paper for this envelope. Not sure why that is, but we'll pin it together for now. And let's see what else we have. We have the stickers. We could pin that together for now. So I have quite the collection of these flow type books. This one is called For the Love of Paper, but I think this is very much styled after the flow books that I have shown here before on my channel. I think they're trying to ride the coattails of the flow band, the flow craze. It's about the same price, maybe a tad bit less, not much more or less, a tad bit less than the cost of the flow book, but it's the same concept of, you know, for those who love paper, here's a centralized source of all kinds of amazing, beautiful paper. These are labels and they are stickers. That's pretty cool. So I think I will put that with the other stickers that we have. That might be fun to embellish. On the back of that, we have some wrapping paper, gift wrapping paper. Check that out. It's really pretty. Very pretty. So I am going to keep these. Here's another one. Very pretty. There's a lot of fun stuff with that. Let's keep these. I guess we'll keep them together for now, although I'm kind of inclined to put them I'll kind of pin them together and put them on the pile of double-sided paper over there, because this definitely can be cut down. I think these are more stickers. These are border stickers. These are border stickers. Oh, that's pretty. So once all the border stickers are peeled off, the release paper itself has this really pretty pattern on the back. So that can definitely be repurposed. Here we have tags. Nice. That's the one side, that's the other side. These are really pretty. So let's pop these out. Boy, I hope everyone can hear me. And by everyone, I just mean me. And it looks like maybe 1 or 2 people. Maybe 1 in the chat room with me. If you can hear me, a thumbs up would be great. Hi, Victoria. How are you? Oh, you are going to love the book. Absolutely love, love, love it. I have been collecting them for a little bit. I think my obsession started with the Flow book. Do you have any of the Flow books? Yes, my obsession started with the Flow book. Ah, okay. Yes, I have Flow books. I think I have been purchasing them for the past 3 or 4 years. They sit on my desk looking quite lovely, really pretty. I don't have the nerves to cut into them, but I think I need to change that. But yes, I agree. They would be amazing for pen paling. Although I have to tell you, pen paling is a lost art. Not many people do that anymore. Kind of miss those days. But yes, absolutely perfect and beautiful for pen paling. I think, what are these? These are cards. Yes, these are cards. So how fun would it be to create little booklets with these? Smart. Super smart. I have been hoarding. Sad to say, embarrassed to say, I have been hoarding. But I am trying to change that. So I'm kind of trying to dip my toes into the don't hoard them mentality. So I started with this book, For the Love of Paper, as opposed to starting with my flow book, because I don't know, my flow books, they're like prized possessions. So I figure I'll start small and work my way up to those flow books. And I have quite a few of them to work through. I'm actually a little embarrassed to say I have duplicates of a couple of them. So okay, so these, where am I going to put these? I think you know what? I pulled these postcards from the book. Maybe I will clip these to the postcard. Do you use them for anything else, for any other projects, or just for pen paling, Victoria? I'm going to just clip these together. A little pin. Paper clip. Oh, look. So here are, well, let me get myself together here. These are the little tags. So these little tags, maybe I will put them with the bookmarks. So welcome, welcome, my friends. I see we have managed to work up quite the crowd here. We are up to 4, so yay. Thank you for those who are joining me. Feel free to jump on in, join us. I am just harvesting For the Love of Paper. This one is the Florals themed one. Yes, they are beautiful. And this is my attempt at getting over that hoarding mentality. And I figure if I take the book apart, I gotta use it, right? Like if I take it apart, I gotta use it. So that's what I'm doing. Also, kind of have a plan for them. Oh, Victoria, get it. It's beautiful. I definitely will be using these in my floral theme projects. I bought this one, and I bought this one. This one is For the Love of Paper's Botanicals, and I'm pretty sure I have, I'm thinking one other, and I can't remember if I actually purchased that third one or if it's still in my cart, but I get mine through Amazon. So this is the botanical ones. I don't know if you've seen this one. But this one's also just beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. But you really have to be into botanicals, I think, to really appreciate this one. But it is gorgeous. It has a little journal. This one is the My Travel Journal. That would be fun for me to use. Next year, I do have some travel plans for next year. Let's see what happens. So I got that one. And then I got this one. This is, I believe, this is the flow book for this year. Maybe. Now I'm not sure. Now I'm not sure. Now I'm not sure. But I know I purchased this one recently. No, you know what? Take that back. Now that I see this, this is not the flow book for this year. This is the flow book from years past. And I pulled it out because I want it to be in my sight so that I can use it. You know how it is, out of sight, out of mind. It's hard to choose, right? They are all so pretty. You know what? I think I'm jumping ahead. Okay. So, looks like we have more envelopes. A lot of envelopes. Maybe I will find. Maybe I will find. Let me pull this one to the top. The coordinating paper for this envelope back here somewhere. Let's see what we have. That's pretty. Very pretty. You can actually, what you can do if you enjoy making envelope journals, you can definitely put these together, glue them together, and create a beautiful envelope journal. Absolutely gorgeous. Aren't these beautiful? Love that. It's very pretty and delicate. Ooh, I hope that's not too loud. I do hope that's not too loud. So, let's see. I know my desk looks like a hot mess right now, but there's a method to this madness. Okay, so here are those envelopes. I don't see that they have. Oh, they do. Here's the coordinating paper for the envelopes. So, maybe, maybe not. Yes, it actually is. Here we go. So here's the envelope. And I would say that all three of these coordinate together quite nicely. All right, so see. That's really pretty. So I hope everyone is doing well. I mean, this is pretty typical of how I spend my Friday nights, you know, all dressed up in my pajamas and nowhere to go. And I don't feel bad about it. I'm pretty much a homebody kind of person. And lucky for me, so is my husband. So as is my child. And my child, she is at that age where she pretty much just kind of does her own thing and doesn't want her parents to bug her. So she tends to retreat. She tends to retreat to her room and do her own thing. I know. You know what's so funny? I guess funny is not the right word. I'm not sure what the right word is. This quarantine, I'm not really struggling with the fact that I have to stay home because that's what I do anyway. I think it's more of you know, you can't leave, if that makes sense. Like, I've never had a problem staying home as long as I knew I had the option of leaving. Now it's like you don't have that option, or you have very limited options in terms of leaving your home. So, but even that, again, like I said, I'm pretty much a homebody, and except for work and Girl Scouts and trips to, you know, the grocery store, I really don't leave my home. I really don't. So it's just weird how that worked out. So I guess, right? I guess it worked out for me. This is all so pretty. I'm gonna make all these envelopes, and I'm gonna have like a ton of envelopes. Quarantine has certainly been interesting, but that's okay. Okay, so almost at the end of this book, believe it or not. It's kind of crazy. 160 pages. Okay, so let's coordinate. I think these, well, this and this. Honestly, yeah, if you look at all of this, it just all seems to coordinate. I don't think you can mess this up. So I'll try not to mess it up. And I don't think it has to be matchy-matchy necessarily. So I think I can just even divide these up further. It doesn't have to be matchy-matchy, she says. And then she tries to match everything together. Story of my life. Just do as I say, not as I do. Okay, so I don't know if any of you all have been following my Cinderella journal making process, but if you have, you'll be pleased to know that I finally finished that book. I did. I committed one day this week to getting those signatures sewn in, and I finally got it done. So, you know what the next question is, right? Good evening. I don't have my glasses on, but I think it says Lisa. It's so tiny. I have my camera up here and I have an iPad in front of me here so that I can read what's going on in the chat. The problem is the iPad in front of me, the font is so tiny, I can barely make out what's there. But I think it says Lisa, so welcome. Hi, Jessica. How are you? An altered playing card. I don't think I've ever altered a playing card. Playing card is about the size of an ATC. I've done ATCs, but I've never actually altered a playing card. At least not that I recall. I have used a playing card in my art journal, if that counts. I hope that counts. I find playing cards are awesome, absolutely awesome for my mixed media journals. So here's some envelopes. So I'm going to put this in the envelope pile. That envelope pile is pretty big. Oh, I love decoupaging with napkins. I bet it looks absolutely gorgeous. I think decoupaging with napkins is just one of the most just creative and also easy, relatively, ways to create a background almost instantly. And then you just get to have so much fun. I also love the texture that you get when you decoupage a napkin onto anything, a paper, cardstock, anything. It leaves a nice, rough, bumpy texture. I absolutely love, love, love it. And then when you take your ink and you kind of skip it across that texture to highlight those imperfections, it's like perfectly imperfect. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I am all about texture. And I'm a very tactile kind of person. I like to feel things. And I just think it creates just a very interesting, lovely texture that ink adheres to. You can just have so much fun with. I think I have this stack here somewhat coordinated, right? Writing paper, envelope, writing paper, envelope. Writing paper, envelope. And then we just have a bunch of envelopes. Okay, that works. We will pin this all together. Okay, so we got that pile. This is pretty. Allow your thoughts to blossom. That's very pretty. And this page is all about the artists. So I think we can probably, this was the page that was in the front of the book. This is the page that was in the back of the book. So maybe we could somehow put them, we'll keep them together, see what we can do with that. We will keep them together and see what we can do with that. So this is all of my double-sided paper. And then these are my solid color papers. I love it, right? I'm wondering what I can do with it. I'm probably going to, I think something like this I would say for my, either my glue book or my art journal. I don't think I would be able to use it in any journal I make because my intention is, like I said, to fold this paper on the landscape side. So I would lose the message if I did that. That would be a shame. So this probably won't make it into my project. This probably will not make it into my project. I will probably set those aside for my art journals or my glue book or for some other project. But I think all of these other papers are fair game. So, ooh, what's in here? I took this out earlier, didn't I? Oh my goodness. Isn't this pretty? It's a poster. Ooh-wee. Flowers in the garden. Oh my, these are gorgeous. What to do with this? You know, let's see. Yeah, these can be fussy cut. Oh my gosh, imagine me trying to fussy cut these. I'll lose my mind. But I might have to do it. You know, can I tell you, I've never been to a Hobby Lobby. When you say Hobby Lobby, are you talking about like the craft store, the Hobby Lobby craft store? They are pretty. And it's a nice heavyweight. That works. So where would I add these? I'm going to add these there. So looky, looky. The book is empty. Oh, nope. We have one page in here. Hi, Susie. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Let's see. This book is put out by Lark, New York, an imprint of Sterling Publishing Co. Avenue of the Americas here in New York. I know exactly where that is. I was born and raised in the city. I work in the city, been working in the city for 20 plus years of my life and still working there. I mean, not going there right now because of COVID, but... Oh, okay. I did not know. Like I said, I've never been to a Hobby Lobby. I just don't shop at Hobby Lobby. For reasons I won't go into, but Hobby Lobby is not my thing. So I'm not familiar with what they sell, don't sell, or how they kind of arrange their place. But if they have posters like that hanging around, I bet it's really pretty. Nice. Now, the question is, can I do anything with this cover? It's really nice. It's definitely coated paper. It's coated for sure. It's embossed. I love this down here. Maybe I can fussy cut this. Oh, that's unfortunate, Susie. I didn't know that was the case. We have this in the back. I think I could definitely repurpose this. So I think what I'm going to do, let me put my papers to the side for a second here and get a straight edge, get my cutting tool, and try to salvage these covers. You know what? I could maybe peel it away first. Let's see what happens if I try to peel it away. No, I can't peel it away. And I don't want to risk tearing the book. So, this is going to go in with my good old crafty knife. Let's see. Let's see what we can do here. Lord, my desk is so crowded right now. Let's move this and make room. So far, we have Jessica who's working on an ATC. Anything anyone else is working on? Ooh, pocket letter. I love pocket letters. Does your pocket letter have a theme? Oh my gosh, why am I doing this the hard way? Let's just get the scissors. Silly. Gosh, I haven't done a pocket letter in a good while. I think the last one I did might have been Halloween themed from last year. Maybe. And I think it was, oh, I would love that. Definitely send me an email. My email is happylyellaafter@gmail.com, and it is spelled the exact same way as my YouTube channel. I think the last pocket letter I did was for a swap. No. Okay, it's all coming back to me. I think it was for a giveaway. Yes. It's all coming back to me. It was for a giveaway I did around last Halloween. When I was a little more put together and organized, I did a couple of, more than a couple, like 3 or 4 Halloween themed kind of craft with me type videos. And then I did a giveaway at the end of that where I gave away all of the items that I crafted. Ooh, vintage witches. That's awesome. All right, so I have a nice little pocket here. Vintage witches. My goodness, I love that. Needless to say, I did not get my act together this year, so I did not have any videos, or I haven't yet posted any videos with anything Halloween themed. I had high hopes, but it never happened. don't know what I'm going to do with this, but that's good. That is good. Okay, so let's see what I have. I have this really nice cover. I could always fussy cut these out down here. Or I can just use the back side of the paper. It's really pretty. I have this beautiful pocket. Could definitely use that. And let's see, for the pages, I have this book, which I think I definitely will take apart. I won't do it now though. We have the poster that can be fussy cut. This heavyweights card stock with these beautiful images. I think this one's definitely one that needs to be fussy cut. This one can be fussy cut. I think all of these can be fussy cut. Although I could use these to make the signature covers. Ooh. Only thing is I only have 2. I would need 3. I could use these 2 plus this cover. Oh yeah. Yep. So I think these 3 will be Frankensteined into covers for the signatures. So that's good. And I have these beautiful double-sided papers with a lot of blank real estate for writing and journaling. Same with these. And here's the lined paper. So I think we are in good shape here. Some solids. Plenty of paper here. So I'm pretty excited by what I have here. I think there's plenty here for quite a few projects. Maybe what I can do is start cutting out some of these envelopes. Miss Steady Hands here. I am the absolute worst. So the question is, I'm thinking I cut along the black lines and not this inside border here. So I think I follow the black line to cut off the envelope. That's what I'm going to do. Let's see what happens. If I mess it up, I mess it up. Okay, good, great. So I won't mess it up. I might mess it up anyway. I don't exactly have the steadiest of all hands. And maybe if I just take my time, it won't be so bad. The level of concentration here is real. I don't know if you can see it, but there's smoke coming out of my ears right now. Uh-huh. We're getting fancy here on the top. We're turning, 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 turning. Oh, this is not as bad as I thought it would be. I usually just use pre-made or store-bought envelopes or make my own using the We Are Memory Keepers envelope board. But I'm determined to use what's in this book. Part of the reason why I use the pre-made envelopes or just make my own with the We Are Memory Keeper one is because I usually don't do a very good job following the lines when cutting out these type of envelopes. But I think this time I'm good. Look at that. Hey, not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see if we can get two. I like to use digital kits in my projects, and a lot of digital kits have these type of like envelopes that you print and you cut. And I think the reason why I fail with those more often than not is because they are super fancy. They have all of, like, you see all these scallop edges here? Lord. They are really testing me on that. And I normally fail. So this one is going to be interesting when I get to the top half here. All right, here we go. Let's see. My gosh, you see that? Miss Steady Hands. Okay. Just stay on the line. Maybe smaller scissors would help. I don't know. Seem to be doing okay with these. All right, we got one. We got one. We got one. Let's see if we can get the other side to match. Oh, look out now. Oh, I did that. I think I am in the home stretch on this one. Yes, ma'am, I did. I did that. Look at that. Yes. Okay. All right. That's good. Oh, this is I could do this. So I really don't know what possessed me to do a live, except that I was like, why not? Hoping there were other people out there also crafting, maybe wanting to chat a little or just keep me company. I must be getting comfortable because I'm speeding up on this. Ooh, groceries. Boy, my kitchen is bare right now. I think I have some grapes in the fridge. Your Friday night is just as wild as my Friday night. We sitting here keeping each other company, so we're in the same boat. Shoot, at least you got something you can eat. My Friday nights are always wild. Not even when I was younger. I was just not that going out on a Friday night kind of person. All right, all right. This is pretty. Let's keep going. I'm hoping to get a lot of embellishments and fun stuff that I can put into a journal all about flowers and that's what I'm hoping. Trying a new approach. Now, normally what I do is I get my signatures together. I get my papers together. I sort out what's going in what signature. I make the pockets, all that fun stuff, right? I sew the signatures into the journal. Sometimes I actually have to make the spine. But last on that list are the kind of like tags and other embellishments that go in the journal. I usually do everything else before I get to the embellishments, but this time I thought I would do it a little differently. I thought I would make the embellishments, the envelopes, tags, and other things first. I don't know about you, but what happens with me is sometimes I start a project and I'm really gung-ho about it, but it just takes so long to get to the point where now I can make the embellishments that I'm over it. At that point, I just want to complete the journal. And so I don't put the time and effort into making all of the embellishments and fun stuff that might go inside the journal. So I'm going to try this approach and see if perhaps this will motivate me to do better with the embellishments. And all the fun stuff. Not bad. Ha! Okay. It's another envelope. Not bad. Do I have any journal makers here? This paper has a really nice feel to it. It's very smooth. It is lightweight. So I think it would make a fantastic envelope. I think there's definitely plenty of space for stamping on here or collaging, that's for sure. Well, I don't know that I'm going to get that far tonight. I think tonight is going to be all about the prep work. Nice, nicely done. So that we move faster tomorrow. So this is, as I said, my first live. It took me a good long minute to figure out how to start this live. And after 2 attempts, I finally got it. And I think I kind of sort of remember how I did it. So I might do more of these. Chilled environment, of course. Other than harvesting my magazine and trimming paper, I didn't have much else planned for this. All right, all right, all right. That one's done too. So I think I'm going to continue to do this. I don't like fussy cutting, I will say that, but as far as fussy cutting goes, this isn't too bad. I know, right? Harvesting just sounds so, I don't know, better than just chopping, cutting. Harvesting. I'm collecting my papers. And I think the first time I heard it described in that way was from, I don't know if you follow Diane H. She, if I remember, I'll try to link her channel if I repost this video, but amazing journal maker. And she does these videos. She calls them Stationeries. Stationeries. God, I can't pronounce it, but where she shows how she makes embellishments and she builds her stash using images and other things that she collects from vintage magazines. And I think she's the first one I ever heard. Now that I think about it, she might be the only one. No, I've seen it a few other places now that I think about it. But she was the very first one I ever heard read someone describing this process as harvesting. And I was like, gosh, that's like a perfect description. I think I am going to describe it in that same way because it is what we are doing. When we pull pages from a book and we cut things out, we're harvesting from that book. So I just think it sounds, I don't know, I like the sound of that. So I have been using that description ever since. So something else I have to thank Diane H for. If you don't know her, you should definitely check her out. Like I said, she's an amazing journal maker. She is very generous with her time. She posts very detailed videos sharing her process from start to finish. She doesn't do much editing with her videos, so I don't think she edits her videos at all. So you get to really see the entire process. And I have learned quite a bit from watching Diane. Watching Diane has helped me to improve my journal making skills. She also has an Etsy shop that I shop from all the time, so then there's that. So that's where I picked up that term, harvesting. I like it. So there you go. Now you can spread the knowledge. Ah, oh my goodness. I think, isn't it interesting though how certain professions have almost their own language? So I mean, I've mentioned this before on my channel, but I'm an attorney, civil litigation, and I definitely, there's a language we speak in my office that doesn't make sense to anyone outside of the legal profession. I will say there's even a language we speak in the courtroom when we are conferencing cases with judges and mediators and other folk in the legal profession. Um, you put us in a room, it's like we speak our own language. You toss someone else in that room with us, and really, it's crazy. Sometimes I have to remind myself to bring it back and stop using expressions and terms that people who are not in the profession might not necessarily be familiar with. So yeah, totally relatable. I can't believe I'm not butchering these envelopes. Not bad at all. Ooh, I think I went off course a little bit there, but let's see how that turns out when we start folding these. I can hear my husband upstairs fussing. He's probably trying to convince my daughter to go to bed at a reasonable hour. Good luck with that. It's Friday night. Just because we go to bed early doesn't mean she goes to bed early. All right. Oh, was that my last envelope? Oh my goodness, it was. No, it's not. Take it back. Take it back. It looks like I have at least this one and maybe one other. So I think, oh my goodness, she just turned 12. She's 12 going on 21. I've been saying that though ever since she turned 10. Ever since she hit those double digits. You know, it's the age. My husband keeps telling me it's the age. And I always think back. It's funny. I think back. She's very much like me with her personality. I know that. I acknowledge that. I recognize it. And I always think back to what my mom would always say to me growing up when I would give her a hard time about things. Someday you will have a child that is just like you, and you will better appreciate what you are putting me through. I get it. I really do. Because guess what? My child is just like me. Yes, she is. She has all the best parts of her dad. And I'd like to think she has all the best parts of me. She also has a bit of a stubborn streak. That can be me sometimes. So, yeah, 12, going on 21. Boom. Okay. I think this might be the very last one. Yay. So what I think I will do, I think I can say that this live was a success because I did manage to get it going. Also, did get a few of you to join me. That was pretty awesome. Did get to harvest my magazine. And I did get to cut out the envelopes. So all in all, I am going to declare this live a success. So what I think I will do is finish up this envelope. Pour myself another glass of wine. Two's the limit. There we go. That is pretty. Okay, so very pretty. Here's the envelope. There's the coordinating paper. And paper. Envelope. Paper. Envelope. Maybe what I will try to do is find papers that coordinate with all of these other envelopes. So I think I am going to call this one done, my friends. Thank you, Victoria, for joining me. I surely do appreciate it. Thank you, Lisa. I'm not sure who all else is here, but thank you all. It was kind and lovely of you to join me on my first inaugural live event. And hopefully you enjoyed it. I know not too much going on watching me cut paper, but you know, if I do these, if I continue to do these, maybe I'll plan it better, so that I'm doing something other than cutting paper. So I want to say thank you. I want to wish everyone a good night. And if you are not already subscribed to my channel, please do so. I would love, love, love to have you. And Lisa, I would very much be interested in doing that swap. If you want to send me an email at happilyeverafter@gmail.com. Spelled exactly the same way as my YouTube channel. So thank you, my friends. Have a good night, and I will catch you all in either my next video or maybe another live. I don't know. What do you think? Thank you. Good night. Or maybe if I can disconnect.